Linda kind of stole all of my little highlights there, but that's all right. I wrote it, and then my wife kind of helped me. Sometimes my language is not what it should be, but it's called Survivor, and here's how it goes. Let me tell you about the love of two people that I know, and it started in a small town in Montana about 31 years ago. Mark was out there building a water storage tank for this little town when the interest of a freckled-faced waitress kept him coming around. Carolyn was her name, and she made Mark's appetite grow, and they spent a lot of time together, maybe 3 weeks or so. Then came the time that the job was done, and Mark had to be on his way. So he gave her some flowers and wrote her a poem, which, by the way, she still has to this very day. I'm sure they thought that he'd be back that way again, but life dealt them both a much different hand. With Carolyn in Montana and Mark back here, each would marry and have families that they held dear. But things changed, as they often do, and Carolyn started to wonder, Mark, where are you? Now let's fast forward and take a good look. Wouldn't you know it, they met again. This time, they're on Facebook. Spending much time on computer and phone, they caught up on life, turning over each stone. Then life took a bad turn on May 22nd this year when an F5 tornado in Joplin brought many sorrows and tears. Mark was at work, a job that he loved, when the strong winds came and hid him from us. When Mike and Brian found him, his life was hanging by a thread. Actually, they both thought that he was surely dead. They commandeered the pickup and they loaded him up and they headed to the hospital in the back of that truck. With Mark in the hospital, it was really touch and go. The family couldn't find him. Our spirits sank low. After praying and searching, we found him on day 3. A miracle from God is all it could be. From Freeman's to Columbia, the care is first rate. Then Carolyn arrives. By his bedside for 7 days, she waits. Using doctors and nurses and prayers from family and friends, Mark's body slowly starts to mend. But Carolyn can't stay. She must get on the plane. Leaving Mark sure caused her lots of pain. Columbia to Mount Vernon. Would this move be good? If you had to do it again, I know that we would. No finer staff could ever be found. If Mark needed help, they were always around. Finally, the day arrives when Mark gets to come home. After proposing to Carolyn, he'll not be alone. There are a lot more stories that Mark can tell, so take him off to the side and sit with him a spell. He'll tell you right quick how blessed he is to be loved by his friends and this family of his. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. All right. I already told you. Yep. All right. Okay. We're going to do.